Ladies and gentlemen, gather round. Let me ask you this. What does it mean to be rich? You're already squirming, aren't you? Thinking about money, the bills you count late at night, the zeros in your bank account that somehow never seem enough. Money is what you want, isn't it? The large estate, the fast cars, the admiration of strangers who will pretend they care about you, just because you have stuff. Oh yes, that glittering, shimmering fantasy of fortune. Wealth, power, freedom. You think it's all wrapped up in little dollar bills, don't you? They've got you good, they've got you convinced. But I'm come to shake that illusion. I'm come to tell you that the world you live in, the rules you obey, they're all part of the game, a rigged game, mind you. And you're the one racing around in circles chasing a carrot they'll never let you grab. Now, I get it, you want to be rich. You want to feel what it's like to have the world in your palm, to have it all. But here's the kicker, you're gonna have to play dirty to win. The ones who are rich, the actual ones, they didn't get there by being polite. No, no, no. They laughed at nice. They spat in the face of fair. They tore apart the rulebook and wrote their own. They made the globe dance to their tune. And that's exactly what you'll have to do. You want to be rich? You want to have it all? Fine. But remember that no matter what means exactly that. No matter what, that means no rules, no boundaries, no apologies. Rule number 1. The world is a joke, and you gotta laugh. The first thing you need to comprehend is that this world, it's a big, fat joke. Everyone's doing their part, dancing, pretending, following these absurd norms. They're all straining to fit in, yearning for acceptance from individuals who wouldn't care if they vanished tomorrow. It's a circus, and here's the secret, they're all in on it, but they pretend like it's serious. You want to be rich? You've got to quit taking things so seriously. Look at the ones who are actually at the top, they're laughing. They've got the last laugh because they know what you don't. They realize that the world is controlled by lies. And the biggest lie of all is that you have to play fair. You see, if you let people's ideas, society's laws, or that crap called ethics dominate you, you'll never be anything more than a pawn in someone else's game. So here's what you do. Stop caring. Stop caring what others think. Stop caring about playing nice. Break the rules, hell, tear them apart and establish your own. Create your own universe where you determine the terms. And while everyone else is fretting about what's right or wrong, you'll be laughing your way to the bank. Rule number 2. You don't ask for power. You take it. Most people, they assume they need permission to be powerful. They think that if they just work hard enough, if they just play by the rules, they'll somehow earn it. Pathetic. Power isn't given, it's taken. You don't become rich by asking nicely. You don't wait for someone to hand you your dream. You reach out and you grab it with both hands. You pull it away from those who are too weak to hang on to it. The truth is, the system is set up for people like you to fail. They've built it that way. The ones in command, they make sure that only a chosen few get in, and you're not on their list. But that's okay. You don't need their approval. You don't need their approval. You just need to be ruthless enough to seize what's yours. Look about you, every big shot out there didn't gotten rich by following the rules. They twisted them, they broke them, and they did it with a smirk on their face. No matter what means you take chances, it shows you're not afraid to get a little messy. You want the money? You want the fame? You want the freedom to do whatever the hell you want? Then you've got to quit being terrified, afraid of failing, afraid of what people might say, afraid of breaching a few rules. Because if you're worried, if you hesitate, someone else, someone less gifted, less deserving, is going to swoop in and take it right out from under you. Rule number 3, chaos is opportunity. Here's my favorite part. Chaos. Most people run from it. They see the world falling and they panic. But you've got to perceive the cracks in the system as your chance. When things are going apart, when everyone's in a frenzy, that's when you move in. You see, when the world is in turmoil, the old rules don't apply anymore. The persons who were in charge, they're too busy trying to keep everything from falling. And that's when you strike. Chaos is your best buddy. It's where the real opportunities reside. When everyone else is too preoccupied by the mess, that's when you make your move. Think about the richest people in the world. Some of them made their fortunes during wars, recessions, depressions. Why? Because they weren't frightened to plunge into the pandemonium. They didn't see the world falling apart. They saw the world opening up. You want to be rich? Then learn to flourish in the turmoil. Don't run from it. Don't try to mend it. Embrace it. Because when everything's falling apart, the rules don't matter anymore, and that's when you can do anything. Rule number 4. It's not about the money, it's about what you can do with it. Let's get one thing straight, you don't want to be rich just for the sake of being affluent. No, that's what tiny brains dream about. You want to be affluent because of the power it offers you, because of the freedom it affords. Money is only a tool, a means to an objective. The true prize? Control. When you have enough money, the rules don't apply to you. You can do whatever you want, go wherever you wish. You think laws pertain to the rich? You suppose they have to follow the same regulations as the rest of the cattle? No, no, no. Laws are made for the powerless, not for the people who can buy their way out of them. You seek money because money is power. It's the key to altering the rules. You want it because with enough of it, you can make the world dance to your tune. You may make the powerful bow down to you. Rule number 5. Burn the bridge behind you. If you want to be rich, you've got to commit. There's no going halfway. You can't put your toe in the water and expect to get anything done. No, you've got to leap in head first and never look back. That means burning the bridge behind you. That means eliminating links with the past, the weak, the terrified, the failures that try to pull you down. You want success? You want to be wealthy beyond your wildest dreams? Then you've got to be willing to sacrifice, to leave behind anything and everybody that doesn't assist you get where you need to go. It's not personal, it's just business, right? Remember, no matter what means no matter what. Friendships, loyalty, love, all of it may be replaced. But power, control, riches, those are things you can't afford to give up for anything. You have to be willing to burn it all down. And here's the exciting part. After you obtain what you want, you can reconstruct it all. You can construct whatever life you choose. You don't need to follow the same route as everyone else. You'll have the means to carve out your own. Final rule. Always be willing to lose it all. Here's the last bit of advice I'll give you, the golden rule, if you will. You have to be willing to lose it all. I know it sounds ridiculous, right? But here's the thing. People who are frightened to lose, they're the ones who never win big. The individuals who cling to what they have, who are frightened of taking risks, they'll always stay little. You want to be rich? Then you've got to be willing to put everything on the line, again and again and again. Think of it like a game of cards. The ones that win big aren't the ones who play it safe. They're the ones who are willing to go all in when the stakes are high. They realize that losing is part of the game, but they also know that the biggest successes come from the biggest risks. So, here's your choice. Play it safe and stay in the same sad little box you've been living in your whole life, or risk it all and go for the life you really want. Because in the end, being rich isn't about having money. It's about having the guts to take what you want, no matter what.